In light of Black History Month, I'm honoring Fannie Lou Hamer. Fannie Lou Hamer was an African-American civil rights activist who dedicated her life to protecting and expanding voting rights. Her life's work embodies the bravery and persistence of the countless heroes of the civil rights movement. Born in the Mississippi Delta in 1917, Fannie Lou Hamer was the child of sharecroppers and the youngest of 20 children. Fannie's activism began in 1962 when she decided it was time for her to register to vote. She was met with literacy tests, intimidation tactics, and even was fired from her job for trying to vote. She responded by organizing more voting registration drives, mobilizing thousands of African Americans to join her efforts, and helping establish the Mississippi Freedom Democratic Party. The forces of white supremacy did everything possible to try to silence, intimidate, and menace her. In every instance, she responded by fighting even harder for equality and justice. In 1963, after coming home from a voter registration workshop, she was beaten within inches of her life after being arrested for stopping at a highway rest stop in Winona, Mississippi. The end result was a powerful, sobering testimony at the 1964 Democratic National Convention about the beating in Mississippi. Broadcast on prime time television, her story was heard by millions and contributed a great deal to discourse that propelled the civil rights movement. When you think about the things she went through, it puts it in perspective, her determination and grit. She suffered unimaginable pain, forced sterilization, shootings, and beatings. She had every reason to give up, but she didn't. She once famously said, "But what was the point of being scared? The only thing the whites could do was to kill me." And I think that really sums up her legacy. When we talk about women of color stepping up and demanding their voices to be heard and demanding a seat at the table, Fannie Lou Hamer was a leading example of that. She was a trailblazer and a champion for countless African American women who to this day still carry her legacy by fighting voter suppression efforts and promoting racial equality.